So the God that we know, many believers don't know him. It is God you know that you do exploit. That is where fear goes. That is where fear goes. If you don't know God, trouble will come that will make you to call a fake person. That's one truth. If you don't know God for yourself, as far as you are living on this earth, there must be a little shaking. You know, so every day there is something to fear. That's why there are 365, 66 fear not in the Bible. Every day there may be one issue or the other. If you are relaxed, your brother may not, your sister may not, your friend may not. So there must be one issue connecting you to have a reason to pray for somebody. That is why, as believers, there must be a God that we know. But few things from where we read about this God that we know. Few things. The God that I know is the God that do the following things. Number one, he does supernatural things. That is, things that are beyond or above natural. Look at this beautiful story. The crisis was so much that people begin to eat their children. It was so terrible. There wasn't hope at all. It's just the supernatural aspect of it is actually the God aspect where we serve him. There wasn't hope. It's just hope was finished. And the man of God killed his sheep and went to seek the king, ate his sheep and went to seek the man of God. Initially, it was against the man of God. But a time came, he said, I need solution. And he went with his major man, his master, his lord, his Ammon, bearer, somebody close. And they went to seek the king. And the king was now provoked because the crisis was lingering too much. And his speaking was a go. By this time tomorrow, things shall change. To you and I, we would have also doubted. Because it doesn't make meaning why somebody come, you are not binding and losing. You say, go by this time tomorrow. As little as I am, I've had people who say to me, I call you to pray for me, I meet you to pray for me, and you say it is well, go. And I wasn't happy. Because I believe you didn't pray. But they have always seen answer. So the man of God was feeling pain. You know, at times, because the man of God was also in that city, so he too will be feeling it. So surely he has prayed inside. Surely he has prayed inside. Surely he has prayed. He has interceded. Even for God to now allow the king to come and meet him, that means he has been praying. I do tell people when you have been praying inside, when you come outside, you don't talk too much. Because you've already prayed, you know. So you just say, let it happen. So the Lord, who was close to the king, said, just like that. He should go tomorrow. Everything will be okay. Things that were spoiled for a long time. How can it be okay between now and tomorrow? Then he said, even if God opened the windows of heaven, how can this thing be? I heard the story of a man that did that. Is it Titanic ship? I heard a story that somebody asked. They said, come and insure it. And they say, insure what? Nothing, not even from God, can sink this ship. The man said, this Titanic ship, this story I hear about Titanic or whatever. This ship, come and insure it. And allow the man, a Christian man, who God said, don't do it. And this one said, even if God, somebody wanted to insure it, said, are you sure? Say, even if God, this thing is stable. You know, God is a very fearful. At times you do something the secret is not aware. Full time. At times you misbehave, say, go laugh, you know, so small picking you'll be. But the ones when their hearts sailed, they say, even if God, the ship did not survive. I have the story of a young girl that the mother said, follow Jesus. I said it here. The mother said, why are you following this drunkard? Where are you going? All of them entered into a car. They were drunk, going to somewhere. And the mother of this girl, a Christian woman, ran after her. Please come out of that car. He said, Mama, forget that thing. The mother said, if you must go with your friends, let Jesus go with you. He said, Jesus, get your space at the booth. And Jesus went and stayed in the boot. They had an accident, all of them died. The crate of egg in the book wasn't cracked. Why? Because Jesus went to prove to them that I am in the boot. Anybody that's when Nebuchadnezzar look at God and say, even if God, he said, this place I built for myself. Daniel, what are you talking about? This kingdom, nothing can happen. And exactly the time Daniel said complete, kingdom fell. He saw himself in the bush and lived 7 years as an animal. The reason for the whole of this story, if you see the way the story ended, you know the Bible was talking about this man. Because it was the man that went to end the story. The man actually do this, and the man now died. Even if God, can this be? That's why God punished Zachariah so much and make him deaf and dumb. Saying, wife get belly born. He know they talk. And God didn't feel for him because he was his servant. God knew that because of years they had spent, so doubt almost begins to come. And God still dealt with him. From this place, the supernatural God is the God that killed the natural to bring in something super. That is God that is beyond understanding. So I like Job 6:25. His ways are past finding out. Who can understand it? Believers, we are supposed to be operating in the realm of the supernatural because the whole world is in natural realm. And for us to make difference, we have to connect to the supernatural. So that when the natural person despises you, the Bible said, what is it called? David, Goliath. It said Goliath disdained David. So is this small dog. And David said, I will not use sword, I will use catapults to despise you with supernatural power. The Christianity that I know when I was growing up was the kind of Christianity that believed in supernatural occurrence. Not this watered down coins Christian that people are doing, talking to God anyhow. I've been a Christian from childhood. And I never went to Pentecostal. I was just a simple Catholic girl, you know. Wake up in the morning, go to first mass, go to morning mass. Simple, that's who I was. Now Europe, I entered Pentecostal. Simple one. But I have overbelieved God that my mom that gave birth to me, when I'm traveling on journey, if they say the road is bad, that robber is there. Go say, this one carry God, can't go. And the God didn't fail me, not once. I remember escaping armed robbers, and armed robber never ate my point. I met armed robber at Ikorodu, Bam. Talking about supernatural. We drove into armed robber, live. I'll park our long station wagon, and we all sat inside with our bags loaded with money from Goose, Lagos, coming from Lagos, early morning. And these armed robbers have robbed people, and we're walking. We just walk into, whether to buy fuel or park. They just came. Wow. These are men at the door. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know how I passed under the hand of the man. I was already somewhere. I can't know. I just begin to play. I just remember for the first time that I knew that this man was standing at the door. But what happened, I can't even remember. But I knew that I didn't lose any money. I went out with my bag of money and outside. I can't even remember that picture. It was when I left that my own mom told me, armed robbers stole their money on the road. Armed robbers. I said, but I did that business for more than, I don't know how many years, because very small till you leave house. And armed robber never ate my dime. I had accidents only once. So there was that supernatural coverage that was just on me. I had an accident once at Kano Toll Gate. And the vehicle somersaulted. And I don't know, I came out and I was saying, help me help people inside. People were like, where did you consider me inside the vehicle? How? I've seen supernatural stuff, and there was a parable that said, needle they pass first before the thread scatter. Because I must leave that sin before any other thing happen. I just follow God as a young girl who didn't know much about God. I've seen supernatural occurrence. I've seen where there was no 1 naira and my mom bought credits from somebody 50,000 and give me the goods to go. And when the driver was about to pick me, he said, no, this little thing following me to North to go and sell those goods. No, I can't carry her. No, I will offload these goods. And my brother laughed. Said, this little thing, go with her. And I went there. By the time I was coming back, somebody that loved my mom sold those goods for my mom because my mom just recovered from wicked sickness and gave him those goods 50,000 naira. When I was coming back, I gave my mom the 50,000 naira. I said, don't complete. I had 10,000. I said, you don't gain. My mom was screaming, well, I have 10,000 now to start. I flooded another 50,000. I said, I sell all these things. How? I said, pay the man, start your own, one trip. So that was why my mom believed that this one is a supernatural stuff till tomorrow. There are several stories we all have. A time came that when I park, people park close to me. Say they use juju, it's not normal. So let her juju rub my own. But what is juju? You can't see blade, can't see anything like juju. And I never ate idol food from my idol family. I come from a family of idol. But I never drank anytime they are cooking meat for idol. I don't eat. It smells to me. But I saw supernatural hand. So when you see me talking big, it is from childhood. I saw supernatural hand. So the God that I know is too big for me to be. That's why I can challenge any kingdom of darkness. Because I knew him from child. He became part of me. So nothing made difference to me. Even when I couldn't read Bible, even when I was on chaplet and scapular. God is so superb that when I see people mention God and little idols, I say you just miss it. Because the ones that were believing in idol, my friend, because of me, throw away the idol. Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It puts you under pressure. How can this thing be? That's why I believe that anything can be if God wants it to be. Forget. The supernatural is the suspension of the natural and bringing in the super, which makes it supernatural. This is how believers live those days. Believers never fear any devil. But believers of today, devil threatens them and they bow. Believers could believe that there must be something that will help them, escape them. There are hands, supernatural hands that help believers that push you from one place and bring you near. Christianity is a spiritual stuff. If you remove the supernatural, you are the ordinary. And it's so painful when I see wickedness threatening people preaching and talking about God. That's why it's a heart matter. The supernatural, few things, is the God of supernatural supply. The God that can move you from 1-0 level to supernatural abundance. Kalebo Shata. And I love that aspect of whereby you have nothing today, you just see somebody on the way. Say, good morning, sir. Say, good morning, how are you? And the person is about to go, he turn back. Say, how are you? Your face looks familiar. He said, no, sir, I can't remember knowing you. Wow, where are you going? Can I give you a lift? Yes, I'm just looking for, how are you? Yeah, I just finished. What do you do? I just finished learning work. I'm looking for money to buy. I will soon start. I will soon open my shop. Wow, why haven't you opened? Now the person will bring the discussion. I haven't opened because my mom don't have money for dryers yet. How much does it cost? Sir, don't worry. How much does it cost? Sir, they say about 50,000. Write a check 150. Now good morning, the person greets. Now, good morning. I had the story of two ladies that passed a man. The two passed, one greet, good morning, sir. And the other one passed, say, two of you, they go. Now you come greet me. How are you? What are you doing? This thing. Connection came instantly. I heard of a man who was looking for who will help him run a filling station. And a guy greeted him. Say, how are you? Yeah, I came to look for a job in this filling station. Wow, you can manage it? Yes, I used to manage. I just got one. I need a manager. from looking for a cleaning filling station and being made a manager. The God that can pick you from zero and establish you instantly. It's something you have idea of you want to do, you can't do. And somebody's about to go to another place. He said, come and take over this company. You know why we don't see it? We don't believe him again. The God that can pay your debts. Within this month you are owing. You check yourself, say, they owe. By next month ending, you are giving, not owing. I've seen him in that realm. I don't see him. You rate yourself, say nothing at all for my side. By next month, 2 months from now, you are giving multiple of what you didn't have 3 months ago. He said, how can this thing be? Even if God opened the windows of heaven. That is to say, heaven was not capable. He doesn't know that. God that said the riches of the Gentiles are ours doesn't need to go and open the windows of heaven. No, just one connection. People get this money, they keep them somewhere. People get them. There are some money in the hands of wrong people. It's just one grace. What happened? Each time you see me talk about Esther, Mordecai, that's a divine work of God. Somebody that was meant for condemnation suddenly began to become the closest to the king. God needed to use Mordecai the great man to replace king, major man, Haman. Why? In the night, the king could not sleep. One night. One night. I don't say if God formed the whole world in 6 days. You say now to change my story, take how? In the night, the king could not sleep. And he brought out a book of remembrance and began to ask, what shall be done to this man? How? Why did the king not sleep? The issues wasn't that day, but there was a demonic sentence upon someone who loved God. And the Bible says, in the night, the king could not sleep. Believe in the supernatural. The God that can make somebody a tenant to become a landlord. You never hear them. The parking lot threw away yesterday. Another person said, I even get building when I want to give you. You see, there are some things you just happen, you just get provoked. Come and sign. There are things we package, but there are some things that come just. Come and sign. See, there are things we don't play with, even when we try to package. Now, me and minister sit down when person say, go sign, meet lawyer, go sign. Make agree, allow you continue rent. Go sign now. Go sign. Pay to even sign. Because your church could not gather coins for you to pay. You don't get money to go pay fianza. Stay in my house. Since you don't get money to pay fianza. You get 1,000 euros for fianza. Go sign. Make you continue. Because you don't get fianza. Forget to. How they use God play. God not be my mind. God can be very, very terrible. You don't mock people beyond limits. The supernatural will over-mock you. That's why if you have God, you fear to mock people. You don't get fianza. Go on. Go make you just continue to live like that for the house. They pay 400 euros. Go sign. Pay to sign. And the guy went and signed his own. I call. I don't buy. I don't see money 1,000 to pay fianza. I don't buy cash. I don't go sign your contract yesterday. I don't go use that yesterday. Sign what I buy. You the crazy you want to buy. That could be the thoughts. You will not see 1,000 euros for fianza according to as you think. That's why I say never relegate anybody. Because you might be mocking God. You don't know prayer point when I pray yesterday morning. You don't know what I don't pass through. Can you wake up? Can they make gada for me? You don't know the covenant of this brother with God. You don't know it is Jonah for inside fish belly. Tell God. When God say fish, carry and go where I send and go direct. Vomit and there. Make journey continue. You don't know whether this trouble won't go vomit me for where I want to fulfill destiny. You believe say you want your trouble will come make me go back. No, any trouble a child of God face is for transformation. What are you talking about? Your denial to me is to make God pull me with a higher hand. If you're a man carrying me, the day you remove your hand, God's hands come. And which hand is faster? God. What are you talking about? The king that King Uzziah died, Isaiah saw God. When you rely on a king or a man like the Lord here, you'll be managing your life. But when the man says you are a fool, let me pull my hand. This, my child, can't fall. If there is no hand that is willing to carry, God's hand come by himself. And when God's hand carry you, it doesn't move, it flies and break protocol. Supernatural. The generation don't understand. The generation don't understand. That's why we look as if we are not seeing some drastic things happening. See him. He owns the world. He formed the world. What is it that he doesn't have in his hand? He can pull somebody from a zero level, from no house. I've heard of some people who have been chased out. And somebody say, come and carry a flat. Many. So landlord chase you out? Come, let me dash you a building. May somebody testify. The same God who converted the wealth of the Egyptians to Jacob. They say, you are too big for us. Come and go. No, there are things that are practical. We went to see the House of Mercy yesterday. You know what came to my mind as a thought? I said, see how they just paint this place, beautify. They find person can't stay. Huh? As a person just buy a house, beautify him. Can't they find who wants to stay? Can't stay for free. My dear, now grace. Now grace. Looking for who will come and stay. Beautify, clean, shiny white. Come and stay for free. He said he converted the wealth of Egyptians. A man entered a city and he said, this oil city is very rich. And he saw somebody who was not doing God to a woman. People queuing up and the woman was blessed. And the man said, this wealth must be converted to him that know God. And he got connected full time. My dear, if I mention the man, you will understand. If I mention him, you will fear. But when he entered, poverty were everywhere. He saw something and he held on to it. God is the supernatural. Super. The one that is above natural. He can do the undo. It is what is bigger than you that he can do. What you will do, he said, the Lord will do it. And you will see it and say, wow, it is the Lord's doing. And it is marvelous in our sight. That's the God. The God that made Jephthah, a rejected harlot's son. They went and begged him, come and be our leader. They were the one that chased him away. So who are you? And he went out with vain men and became a leader. And he had Jephthah, he had his own city. He had his own city. He built a city. Because the supernatural is involved. I pray for somebody. May you encounter the supernatural. May your Christianity not be rated by your mind. No, now. No. Bible says the God that can do exceeding abundantly, above all that you ever ask or think. Ephesians 3:20. Above all you ask. Above. Just get connected to it. He can do exceeding abundantly. Not in abundance, something that exceeds it. More than abundance. Above all you ask or think. That's where any mortal man can put head and say it's possible. I believe it's possible since yesterday. Believe in the supernatural state of God. He does supernatural things. And number two, the God that changeth all things. The God that changeth. He said, remember not the former things, neither consider the things of the old. For behold, I will do a new thing. Shall you not know it? It shall spring forth. I will even make a way in the wilderness. I will give you water in desert. Isaiah 43 verse 18 and 19. I love the change aspect of God. You know, somebody, that's why anybody we meet on the way, we do good to them because tomorrow, level they change. Oh. Don't conclude a man saying, I saw your life go just rich. You are lying. If he meet the God of that changing time and season, that guy, when you know the respect before, you go see level don't change. You know, say, we are living in a world, if nothing there your side. Person go, they do party, not go invite you. You don't know? You know, I'll tell you, you'll be a friend. Go forget. But let there be a little shifting. You become the honorable. The person that you go first invite, and he go still tell you, make sure you are there. I hope you will be there. When it is like 2 days, they will call you back. Don't forget to make sure you are there. We are expecting you to be there. I hope you will be there. But before, if they dodge your phone number, when they want to say, bros, they want to cut my light. Bros. Now, the one would they be that? Become automatic celebrity. That's why God himself wants his children to be celebrated. May you have a voice, so. I refuse to hide my head in shame. Don't encourage yourself in lack. Not be good news. Respect not the lack. They don't value you, even your brother. When they deport you, go home, you not come with anything, make you know anything, go see. First day, they give you 3 meat. Second day, they give you 2 meat. By the third, they give you soup. Nothing. You just be your mate, do that. What do you do? You say, sister, I want that person. Now let you the pay school fees. People never pay before. What do you do? Go waste your years, finish. That's why you say, no work for Europe, no food. I want to deport myself home. I can't deport myself home. Not how. They say, brother, everywhere heat. And you go still go there, go they say, they feel it. How you will feel it? Because they say, when you stay long in Europe, your system cannot more easily adjust. He eats all this stuff. Then may God not let anything happen. You go back by yourself. Come they tell and say, they feel it. And you don't get money for food, they complain. How you go feel it? How you go feel, brother? Brother, stop that thing. Just stop. So it's not God's will that his children should suffer. Don't encourage yourself for bind and lose it. God punish devil. Don't say, now so we see, and we can't see it like that. I don't want this life simple. I don't want them. Mosquito go eat you. That's your fresh blood when you take they eat chicken for Europe. Go still sweet mosquito. All mosquito go just descend on you. All mosquito. When you go take descend on you, not go believe. It's not a good life. Oh. And you must complain because your system could not adjust. If you go visit by yourself, spend 1 year, you don't get challenged. Not they do you. But if your mind tell you, say, I don't come back, and children come, they talk to you anyhow, when they don't know where life they. It's not your portion. It's not a good thing. God self did not prepare hard life for his children. It's not God's will. Say, my thought towards you is that you be in good health and prosper, even as they're so prospering. It doesn't have evil thoughts. It said the expectations of that shall not be cut off. I wish above all that thou be prosper and be in health. Above all things. God said, I wish above all things that thou be prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospereth. He said, the thought of God towards me is of good and not of evil, to give me an expected end, a hope and a future. So don't let anybody tell you, say, now God will. No! God can change your story. If your story is not good, it's not palatable, it's not enjoyable, say, Father, change my story. Say, Father, change my story. Don't let anybody tell you, all of we Christians who serve God, we are like that. You shall serve me. I bless your bread and water. I take sickness away from you. The number of your years you shall fulfill. There shall be no barren in the land. Exodus 23. Scripture says we serve him and be blessed. Get your scripture for yourself, what God says. And don't let devil tell you another thing.